The second reason why I hate the Atlanta Falcons, overrated. Name is Matty Ice for a reason. That's a great name, by the way.
Here's the story. All I did was look up Falcons on YouTube. That's all I did. I looked up Falcons. And then this video shows up and it says, why I hate the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm like, what is this? And it's a Carolina Panthers fan explaining why he hates the Falcons. And he has 3 reasons on why he hates them, but none of them are valid reasonings. So, because this is a rivalry, in fact, probably my favorite rivalry as a Falcons fan, I decided to make a video on why I hate the Carolina Panthers. But I don't have 3 reasons like he did for us. I have 10 reasons on why I hate the Carolina Panthers. So Falcons fans, sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy. And Panthers fans, you might get triggered. Let's get into it. Number 10. Let's get this one out of the way. To be honest, you guys are just boring. Your jerseys are boring, your stadium is boring, your fan base seems to be bored.
Have that slim chance. Here's McCaffrey trying to go outside, but the Falcons are there. It's been a quiet crowd today. Handoff is to Christian McCaffrey, and now maybe they'll wake up.
And heck, NFL fans all around the world were pretty bored during Super Bowl 50. Come on, guys, it's the 50th Super Bowl. You guys didn't make this exciting at all. I'm pretty sure even Panthers fans were bored. And then you're gonna say, oh, well, that was against the Broncos defense. Well, here comes my next reasoning. Number 9, the Panthers fan base makes excuses. We played the Broncos defense. Well, then explain how you got past the Texans defense, the Legion of Boom defense, twice by the way, one in the regular season and one in the divisional round, and the Arizona Cardinals defense in the NFC Championship. Yeah, not a good enough excuse there. We played a real defense. You guys choked against the Patriots defense. First off, their defense was good. They're ranked number 8 that year, so basically a top 10 defense, and yet you say they aren't good. Second, let's be real, nobody would ever go up and say the Broncos defense was that good if you didn't play so sluggish. Cam Newton didn't want to get injured, that's why he didn't dive on that fumble. No. Your MVP quarterback decided to quit. He admitted to being a sore loser after the game, which, by the way, yeah, that's your league MVP, is admitting he is a sore loser. But anyway, he quit and you know it. He must have thought the game was over the whole way through or something, because this is pathetic. Number 8. Your whole entire team isn't even classy and professional. Earlier, I mentioned that Cam Newton admitted to being a sore loser, so there's one thing. And then, oh cute, Cam Newton dresses like it. But tell me if the way he's acting is classy and professional.
It's funny to hear a female talk about routes, like, it's fun.
This is disappointing as you've been in a while, Cam.
Next question.
Did they ever change anything defensively to take away your running lanes?
No.
And it's not just Cam.
You lost to a sorry team, baby. Get the off field.
You guys will even curse if you're on a big losing streak. And even players that get released, they'll show subtle signs that they're pretty happy the Panthers aren't doing good. So I don't know if this shows your coaching staff made them leave because something personal happened between them or something, but in this clip, Josh Norman seems to be pretty happy Julio racked up 300 yards on your secondary.
You too, bro. That man got 300 yards. He got 300 yards. Oh, Carolina. Oh.
I get there's such thing as frustration, but at least some teams like us can handle adversity like champs. Number 7, your team's success depends only on how Cam Newton does. Your talent around him does not do much else. Cam Newton won MVP, so you made the Super Bowl. He was frustrated during 2016, so you went 6-10. He wanted to go back to the playoffs 2017, so they made the playoffs that year. And then last year, when he's healthy, you guys start the year 6-3. And then when he gets injured, you finish 7-9. And does anybody even know who your starting quarterback was before Cam Newton came in? You guys didn't seem to succeed with a Cam Newton-less Panthers team. Number 6. As soon as you heard me say that, you're going to say, oh yeah, well we made the Super Bowl one time back in 2004 and kept things close. Like, yeah, a long time ago. So your fan base stinks because they're talking smack about things that happened in 2004. I don't think many, if not any, of the players we have on our roster now were in the NFL yet. Heck, most of them were not even in college yet. So therefore, 2004 smack talk does not do crap. Number 5, you're not even a competition. I know I literally mentioned that you can't talk about things in 2004, and this is going to be a little bit before 2004, but if the first time we ever played you and we beat you, that might have been a sign that you were never going to be a competition in the first place. How is it that the 15-1 Super Bowl bound Panthers are the only NFC South team to not sweep the Falcons in 2015? You were 14-0, and we beat you, and did this over Luke Kuechly.
Jones double coverage. Oh, what a catch! Touchdown!
Julio racks up 300 yards against your secondary. And please explain to me how Matt Ryan can do this and this.
Decides to keep it himself, jumps up, and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Matt Ryan. And Ryan, using his feet like that famous John Elway helicopter play, didn't spin all.
And last but certainly not least, our f***ing punter can take care of you guys.
Inside the 5. And Barner with a good return and gets smacked down by Bajer. Where your hips?
Pathetic. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers can do better than this. Number 4, you claim that our team is overrated. Well, this so-called overrated team was able to sweep you guys last year, so if anything, your team is overrated. And did you know that you guys have actually been 6-2 against us since 2015? Just saying. If we're overrated, then why don't you come beat us to prove it? Number 3, you have no fans. Why should we cheer for a team that doesn't even have that much of a fan base? According to 247 Sports, you guys had only the 19th best fan base after 2018. Good job on social media, but you didn't do much else in the things that matter more. Spending hard-earned cash to watch the games and traveling to watch you guys play outside of Carolina. And the Falcons were actually ranked the 13th best. I mean, it's pretty close to a top 10. You guys were near a top 20 out of 32 teams. No fan base at all. Number 2, you're one of the more irrelevant teams in the league. All you're known for is Cam Newton. I don't know many NFL fans out there that aren't Carolina Panthers fans that question, how will the Panthers do? They only question, do you think Cam Newton is going to lead his team to the playoffs again? He could have last year if he wasn't injured. I probably keep mentioning 2015 type stuff, but it's probably because nobody genuinely cared about your team the years before that, and probably the years after that as well. Nobody knows who the starting quarterback was before Cam came in. And I honestly don't even know if anyone knows who your starting quarterback was for that 2004 Super Bowl. Number 1, your guys' comeback in the comment section is only going to say 28-3. First off, that was at least a Super Bowl team, so there's one laugh we can have as a Falcon fan, I guess. But you know, you can mention 28-3 all day, but did you know it still will not change the fact that you have been 6-2 against us since 2015? Not much talking you can do if you didn't sweep us when you were 14-0 and Julio gets 300 yards on your secondary, and we beat you in 2017 to make the playoffs, and we flat out swept you last year. Need to do a little bit better than just 28-3. That's like if next year you sweep us and you go like, Falcons fans, how do you feel that you got swept by the Panthers? And we say, oh yeah, well Cam didn't dive on that fumble. You know, like, it just doesn't really do much. Silly Panthers fans. Keep pounding. All you keep pounding is that L column, especially against us. Boy, I really did want to express how much I hate this team, but I forgot to mention one last thing. My first ever Falcons game I went to go watch in person was the one and only Week 16 game in 2015. That's right, when we spoil your undefeated season. So I just want to say thank you for giving me one heck of an experience for my first ever Falcons game. I actually mean that. Oh, and I have this in my room, and this is my lock screen. So you guys sure do make me mad, but you also seem to keep me satisfied in the end because I don't exactly recall the last time we ended our season with an L against you guys. But don't worry, Panthers fans, I will not totally end this off on a bad note for you. I will admit something. I actually think the Panthers could be a pretty good team next year. Cam Newton is coming back healthy, I guess you got a good defense, and to be honest, you killed it in the draft. So maybe you'll give us a competition, but then again, my Atlanta Falcons are coming back healthy. So we'll see. I can't wait to play you twice next year, but I already feel good about these next 2 games.
Falcons fans, I hope you agreed, and Panthers fans, I hope you're triggered. But other than that, whether you agree or not, please make sure to smash that like button, blow up the comment section, and definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any weekly content. There's new episodes every Tuesday and Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern, and also I will see you guys this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Rise up.